Hi, I'm here with Elizabeth Hayes, who is the director of the YMCA Academy of Dance. So go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got started there.
Hi. Yeah, so I have been dancing my whole life, and I actually grew up in Pittsburgh dancing at my Academy of Dance under the direction of Shelley Van Char. And I always knew it was something I was passionate about. I directed I choreographed all my high school plays and everything growing up. Um, then I went to Kansas State University, and while I was there, I was working at a dance studio. So I kind of still had the passion for that studio dance. And I also worked for Universal Dance Association, which if you have done dance teams, you're probably familiar with them. They go around and teach like the summer dance team dance camps over the summer. So I did that. Thought I would go to college to find some office job, but I just kept finding myself in situations where I was dancing. Um, and so then I did start to study dance and take classes in that at K-State. Was in all the K-State dance performances. And then my senior year, I actually started assisting one of my professors and kind of taking some classes from her, but also helping her teach some. And she helped me um, learn more about choreography and different styles of dance and really encouraged me to pursue my passion. So with her help, I really decided that dance was going to be what I wanted. And I got a call the last month of my senior year, and why the YMCA was looking for a new director, and I knew some people in town who thought that I would be good for the job. So I came here, and I have been loving it for the last year and a half.
How long does it normally take to make one of your routines for the girls?
Yeah, good question. So usually it totally depends on the number of people in it. Um, I just got done putting choreography on a group of about 30 kids. So ones like that, when there's different groups going on, different, all those things, it definitely takes me a while. Like that one, I had to edit the music, and it took me like a few weeks to really plan out what I wanted from it. Um, Sometimes the inspiration will just come, and I'll be able to whip out a routine in a day. But a lot of times I really like to be methodical about it and take a week or 2 weeks to really think about what do I want the audience to perceive from this dance? Like, how challenging do I want it from the dancers? Um, and then also, like, I'm big on planning beforehand. So I always want to make sure I have my formations down and I know who's doing what, how it looks on stage. So I know that they say that, like football is complicated, but here are my
Oh
formation
my goodness,
plans for my dances
that's
too.
awesome.
Um, so yeah, that sometimes it'll take a few weeks to
Yeah.
um, get something that's like a big plan. But if you have a dance with just like 3 or 4 dancers that's only like 2 or 3 minutes long, then
Yeah.
that can be pretty simple.
So how long does it take then the dancers to learn that dance?
Yeah. So we try to kind of so most of our classes are anywhere from like 30 minutes to an hour, um, but so that we don't have to like teach only a little bit in 30 minutes and then have to relearn it the next time. What we're kind of doing in these next couple weeks is like this dance with 30 people that I had that has a lot going on. We met for 6 hours last week, and we got like probably 80% of it done. So then we'll have an hour of rehearsal this week, and I'm sure that we'll finish it.
Mhm.
But then we have the whole rest of the year to kind of clean it, perfect it, change it however we need. So we could go slower and do it in 30-minute increments, throughout the whole semester.
Yeah.
But we kind of just like crash course it. You get a week where you're just like constantly learning this really long routine. But then this one's kind of a longer and bigger one, like a big production with lots of people. A normal routine would probably just take 2 hours, whether that's like divided up between a lot of classes or just in one like choreography session.
Okay.
Yeah.
What kind of genre is the ones that we'll be seeing?
Yeah, so we just started this season, but we finished last season. We had some performances in June and August. So I have some videos from our performances in June and some in August. We do like lots of styles, jazz, hip hop, musical theater, ballet. The one that I was going to show you guys after this is in the open category. So it's kind of has a different mix. It's mainly like kind of jazz and musical theater. It's just kind of fun, charactery. There's a fun upbeat one. Usually we stick within just like musical theater, ballet, jazz, hip hop, but every once in a while with like the big production ones that are a few minutes long, sometimes it turns in kind of to a mix of styles and genres. So that's always fun. And it challenges the dancers to, kind of turn into more personalities and use their body in different ways.
Yeah, kind of broaden their dancing too, I'm sure.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, we always challenge them. They'll be like, "Oh, I'm a dancer that only wants to do hip hop," and I'm like, "That's fine, but maybe try some other things. Try to move slower sometimes, and then yeah."
Probably a stupid question, but what is your favorite dancing movie?
Oh, favorite dancing movie?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Okay, so I think one of my reasons why I love dance so much is how I like bonded with my dad a lot growing up was through old movies. He still watches like black and white films every Saturday morning. So I was gonna like I know there's like Step Up and all the like really popular ones now, but I think just like the classics, like something like Singing in the Rain or Seven Brides for Seven Brothers. They just have those like old Hollywood huge dance numbers with like 10 guys jumping around and always, like those really old school ones with just like the giant ridiculous dance numbers. So I was like probably Seven Brides for Seven Brothers are Singing in the Rain, but they're like old school, but they're good.
That's awesome. I'll have to watch that one. I've seen Singing in the Rain. I haven't heard of the other one.
The other one, it's pretty fun. There's one scene in particular that I'm thinking of where there's like they're doing like a barn raising, but of course like all the like wood they're using for the barn, they're like swinging and people are leaping over it, and like they're like hammering stuff and it's like to the beat, so it's like this whole thing that I thought was like so cool when I was little.
Really cool. Have you ever tried to take those moves and put them into one of your routines?
I haven't for that, but I will say that I do get inspired by like media and different things. Like sometimes I'll just see something on like a movie or Instagram and I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to try that, or that was really cool and that would go really well with this.
And I really enjoyed how during this quarantine you tried to teach the public dance moves. I did attempt some, but it was not nearly as good as you.
No. I was really wanting to move my body and also feel connected to people throughout quarantine. So like if I can offer dance classes, maybe even if one or two people have a fun time doing it, that's worth it to me. And I had fun doing it.
And it seems like you have a pretty good team of helpers too.
Oh, totally. Especially this last year that I've been working here, the faculty has been phenomenal. Like they really just invest everything. They like love this program. And then also just like the parents and supporters have been, just blessings because they've helped so much throughout this last year. And with all the craziness of COVID and everything, they were willing to have their kid tap dance in their garage, 8 p.m. at night. Like just the support from things like that was really inspiring.
Well, I'm sure all the dancers are happy to be back.
Oh
actually in the studio.
They are, It's like we've actually, thankfully, for the while of our big classes we can have in the gym so they can remain 6 feet apart. But they've definitely been excited to be back and just seeing friends again.
That's fun.
Yeah.
So what's next for the dancers? Are you already working on some more things?
Yeah. So our first week of classes actually starts today. So that's crazy. We did we did choreography the last couple weeks, but like actual day-to-day classes and like little kid classes starts today. So that's kind of crazy. We do have a theme each year. So last year our theme was portraits. and each dance was a portrait of a different person.
Oh.
So every dance had a name title in it. So it's like, Come On Eileen, Jesse's Girl, you know, things like that. Yeah, like Proud Mary. So this year the theme is stone. And so every song has like a rock in it. So diamonds are a girl's best friend. I want to rock and roll all night, you know.
How did you come up with that?
I've just been, we always are thinking of themes, and I was listening to a few songs that were inspiring me. Some just all different genres, like diamonds are a girl's best friend, but then also like I wanted to do, like one of my faculty is doing a hip hop to like party rock anthem. Like, I just kept noticing in some of the themes like the word rock or just kind of different things like that. So, and I also kind of like it to have a deeper meaning too. And I thought about, how strong have we had to be this year? Like, we've really had to be a cornerstone and really had to be strong, a strong foundation for a lot of all the things that are changing. But also, if you think about different rocks, like it doesn't really matter what they look like. They all have different values and different purposes too. Like cement, maybe a little not as nice to look at.
Yeah.
How often do we use it and rely on it? But then also like some people, maybe the diamonds, like more rare, but just beautiful. So I was just kind of inspired by a few songs, and I was like, this could kind of work. So our stone year is happening this year, and we're just starting classes, but I'm really excited.
That's awesome.
Just because this is kind of, the creative time, collaborating with all the other faculty about songs and dances and like different like also bonding experiences that could play off that theme for the girls.
So what keeps you going throughout all of the work that you have to like put into it? Like, would you say there's like a certain thing that you're like, I have to do this because I enjoy it, but also because of other things? Like, what's your drive?
Yeah. Besides the daily trips to Root Coffee House, the things that keep me going would be, I think, like, so I just need to make sure that like I schedule in times for myself to like really balance. Almost every night after I teach class, like I'll be teaching, for 4 hours in the evening. And before that I had like meetings, financial budget meetings and all this stuff, which just need to happen so that, you just go and you figure things out, problem solve. And I think that comes easy because I know it's for the best interests of the girls, all the administrative tasks. I'm like, I'm trying to make this easier for parents, to make it fun for them. And I just have a relationship with all the dancers. And then I think at the end of the day, after teaching, I just tell myself, no matter how long, if it's half a song or if it's a whole another hour at the studio, like dance for yourself because it's your passion. And that's really helped me like just stay connected with it and stay relating to the girls. And also just like, it has helped me creatively too. Because when I'm just moving just to move, just don't even have to teach, just dancing by myself in the studio, like a lot of times when the Y's already closed, then I can keep that personal connection to dance that, like started me on this journey.
Yeah. Well, is there anything else you'd like to share with Pittsburgh and the other surrounding areas?
I don't think so. Just everyone keep dancing. We have classes, but also just for fun. Like make sure that you're moving your body and staying active and just having fun and letting things inspire you. And that's all I have.
Well, thank you so much, Liz, for meeting with me today. And we can't wait to watch the dancers. I'm really excited to see that routine.
Yeah, I hope everyone enjoys it.
Yeah, I'm sure we will.
Awesome. We'll see ya.